What's up, everybody? Thank you so much, man, to all my fans, my friends out there, people that love this. Share it with your friends. Tell them to subscribe. Thank you for another Willie Barcenas drop-in. This is the first, you guys. This is the very first that we do. We've always had a guest, but we've never had a part two. Okay, right, Fabian?
Never. First time.
We've never had a part two, and we've had a lot of actors. We've had politicians, whatever, comedians, whatever,
Jay Leno.
athletes. We had Jay Leno here. We never had a part two. We had athletes here, champion boxers, but
He was the most requested guest.
Our most requested guest. Okay, so with no further delay, I want to welcome our friend from last week. Okay, Mr. Ray Lara, bro. How you doing, brother? How are you?
Thank you, Willie. Thank you for bringing me back again, my brother.
No, thank you. No, bro. The thanks are for me because, listen, brother, you could have just said, I did it. Thank you, but thank you for doing it again. And first and foremost, bro, you're a Dodger fan. I'm a Dodger fan. We lost. Tonight, which for those of you who don't know, this airs on Wednesday, right, mijo?
Yeah, Wednesday.
Right?
Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Yeah. But today's Tuesday, and we got beat up by the Yankees, and it happens.
Hey, honestly.
Go ahead, bro.
Honestly, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. One, get to party another day. Today got to hang out with you at the bar,
right.
Ray. That was cool.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow I'll get into something else, and then
so we party again.
And we got something more to talk about. But it feels like, it's a little anticlimactic. You know what I mean?
Why? How so?
With I feel like the Yankees. I wanted them to fight a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like
You don't want someone to just get beat up.
Yeah.
Like fight back. Jesus Christ. Throw a jab. Win 2 rounds. You don't want to get knocked. If you see a fight, you don't want somebody to get knocked out in the first round. It's like, I want my money back.
Yeah.
So honestly, was that where your vibe's going?
It's exactly where my vibes were.
Yeah. So listen, Yankees, the Yankee fans, and I don't mean, and this is crazy. I don't know if you know this, Ray, but my number one fan base. Do you know what state is in?
New York.
Close. Think about the country, right?
New Jersey.
No, think about the country. No, number one is California.
Oh, okay. Obviously, yeah.
Number 2 is New York City, bro.
Wow.
Am I right, Mio? New York City, right?
Yeah. No, when we came to New York, they showed up, man.
The Puerto Ricans. I love you, Puerto Ricans, and the Dominicans showed up like with a lot of love, man. And so it's crazy because you got to remember, we have Texas, we have New Mexico, we have Arizona, which I have a lot of fans. Mm-hmm. But no, first, L.A., second, New York, man, which that surprised me, So I have much love for my my Boricuas, all right, out there. And so thank you for the support to all my Latinos, because I know there's a lot of Mexicans now in New York, and I don't know if you know, they've been migrating. The Mexicanos have been migrating to New York for the last 20 years.
Right.
There's a big number of Mexicans, along with the Dominicans. Mad love, you badass baseball players. So we got our ass kicked today.
I wanted the Yankees to win a day. I'm for selfish reasons.
That's very selfish. Okay, I don't know you're gonna bring this up. Guess how selfish Ray is.
No.
You want him to win. You want the Yankees to win.
And then I want the Dodgers. I want them to come back Friday, and the Dodgers win the series Friday.
So they have to lose twice.
It's Fernando's birthday on Friday.
Okay. So this is how selfish Ray is. He wants our Dodgers to lose twice. He's like, I was watching him today, and there was a little twinkle in his eye when the Dodgers lost today. He was like, yes, one more. Because he wants them to win in Los Angeles on Fernando's birthday.
Hey, I'm gonna have to go with Ray on this one. Like, if you think about the way the series is played out, that Dodger magic, you know what I mean? Freddie hit the same minute that Kirk Gibson hit his home run.
It's in it straight.
You know what I mean? So it only makes sense for them to come back and win it on Fernando's birthday.
No, well, you know what?
Did we sway you?
No, because I know baseball, and I know that we can give them momentum, and that's a little scary,
right?
For them to start, them to start believing in themselves.
You know, it's playing with fire. Playing with fire, but then you got that Dodger magic where you know what I mean, where that's real too. So
the Dodgers look strong, very strong.
Yeah. And then even today, it was just we had momentum. Yeah. It just didn't go our way. We didn't get some calls. We hit right into some gloves.
Right.
And we put up a fight. So
no,
we still look good today. Even though we lost, by like what 6 runs.
Yeah, we look good. Yeah. But listen, brother. Well, this today's interview, with Ray. The reason I asked Ray that, hey man, can we do another one? Because we got to know a lot about Fernando through your eyes, bro, and your experiences. You teaching the screwball and Babo Castillo, the screwball, and that situation. But I wanted the audience to get to know you a little better. And me and you, when people meet, you meet a lot of people. I meet, and for everybody out there, you guys ever meet someone, randomly, just at a bar, at a restaurant, for whatever reason, you just connect. And when I've heard about you before, like for years before I met you, but then we're talking, man, and we have so many similarities, bro. That's crazy. And I used to always say to myself, I came from Mexico. I was 6 years old. I didn't speak English. It was a struggle in school. First grade. My first grade was at Bridge Street School in Boyle Heights. And I remember the back then, they weren't bilingual teachers. I don't know if you know this, Fabian. When I was a kid, there was no bilingual. There was no ESL. There was none of that chingaderas. You showed up. They don't give a fuck if you're an immigrant, you're a mojado. They don't give a fuck.
So were all the teachers like usually
they speak
white?
English?
Just white?
They were white. Majority of them white. Although there was some Chicanas, and they would try to speak to you, but it wasn't part of the curriculum, bro. You see what I'm saying? There was just like
so they wouldn't go out of their way to try to help you because it wasn't that part of their curriculum. Like
some would, some of you gotta remember, bro. Some of the teachers would go out of their way to speak Spanish, but a lot of them didn't, man. It wasn't part of their thing. So if you couldn't keep up with English, you were automatically put in a certain category where you were not too bright. It wasn't that you weren't too, but they looked at it that way. Well, he's not going to keep up because he doesn't speak the language. And so when when me and Ray were talking, because I got here at 6, that was almost 7, and then but you got here at 13. And you got here like, bro, 13. Because I remember my mom snuck us in. I don't know how we came through, but we ended up in Tijuana. And I remember living in Tijuana for like 6 months and trying to play with the kids and Bro, I saw people get in their cells and se agarraban a trancazos. And I was a little kid just watching. And then I was like, holy shit. And I remember like a little kid punched me in the mouth. And I was like, oh, fuck. The fuck? But that's this when you're playing in the streets and just playing kickball or whatever it was. But you were 13, bro. So and you're from Juarez. So you saw a lot more fucking putazos, bro, as a little mojadito, huh?
Oh yes, oh yes. Yeah, Juarez, El Paso, and then we were in the rowdiest part of El Paso, El Segundo Barrio, where the prominent school there was Bowie High School.
El Segundo Barrio?
El Segundo
I'm going to
Barrio.
ask because I have a lot of friends in El Paso, brother.
Yeah,
El Segundo Barrio.
Tell me about El Segundo.
Oh, I'm going to ask, bro. Trust me. Mijo, when I go to El Paso, don't they come deep, mijo? I always say, I'll have 6, 7 shows. You've been there, Fabian?
No, El Paso's always a fun time.
He loves El Paso, bro. This guy loves.
Everyone's really nice over there. Everyone eats a lot.
They eat a lot, bro.
Drinks a lot.
Hey.
And everyone's just...
I gained a
Good
lot of
time.
weight. Hey, the only reason I'm a gordo is because you, El Paso. All right? Pinche El Paso, pinche gordos. With your flour tortillas, pinche gordita flour tortillas. You guys did this to me. I swear. Have you seen their flour tortillas in El Paso, bro?
Yes,
Tan
yes.
gorditas, they're soft.
When you're going eastbound on the 10 and you get into El Paso, you get to the San Antonio Street downtown, see the gas company building. From there to all the way out to probably 6, 7 miles, you probably have 100 steakhouses right next to the freeway.
No, we
Yeah.
eat steaks, bro. And by the way, Texas, they live up to their fame, you know. The steaks in Texas, man. No, they're amazing, right, Mio? If you're gonna have a steak in Texas, I don't care if it's El Paso, Houston, Dallas. I don't know what you guys do to those cows, man, but they are delicious, bro. I think our cows here. I think people don't hug them and kiss them because when you bite a steak in California, it's not like in Texas. In Texas, you take a bite and it's like, you know. I think we gotta hug our cows more here. But
They buy a lot of cattle from Chihuahua.
really,
Absolutely.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
That's a new one on me that we buy cattle from
Mexico.
From Mexico. And obviously, it's, you know, there are the neighbors right there, you know.
You can see when they bring up 300-400, and then you have the inspectors,
Uh-huh.
and when it's interesting. You have all the cattle coming through. You have the inspectors checking them out, and they move them. Some go this way, some go that way. Some get stamped on the ear. And
Now that makes sense to me. Why probably the beef is better in Texas, because our Texas our California beef is all steroid out, so the meat's all hard. Like like those dudes that are bench pressing all the time. They're all like, ugh. And then those, they eat organic food, so it's healthier and better. But I don't even want to talk about the food, bro. All I ever do in Texas is eat, man. Eat. But here it is. So there's something that was very interesting, Fabian, because me and Ray were talking, and I'm gonna share a story, all right?
Okay.
So when I came from Mexico, I would walk home from Bridge Street School and walk home through State Street. Remember State Street?
right.
State Street leads you to General Hospital.
Right.
So I would walk home, and I remember, bro, it was the longest walk. Like now, like you, bro, you wouldn't walk that. Your mom would not let you walk one block. We used to pick you guys up. Bro, we picked him and his brother up fucking elementary school, junior high school. We used to pick them up.
Okay.
Bro, when I picked up high school, I remember your
Okay.
mom would tell me, the boys are getting out of school.
Okay.
I was like, what the fuck? He's 16.
Sometimes you pick us
No,
up.
la verga, bro.
Hey,
Bro,
I
I used to
think-
pick
hey,
them up. Bro, I picked up all the, it was either
Bro,
me.
you think
or
I
your-
wanted you to pick me up from high school?
Bro, I had to. Your mom would have fucking kicked my ass.
I walked a lot of times.
All right, whatever. I picked them up from high school. Me, the mojado way, not even speaking the language. My mom just never once picked me up. She took me to school, walked me to school, right? Mojadito. And my mom goes, así caminamos, right? This is how we walk. And I'm like, fucking, new country, bro. It's a new country. I'm like, what the fuck? I remember walking through State Street. And then we had to cross into the street that goes into Bridge Street School. And then she goes, acuérdate, así. That was it. One day, bro. So I remember I was like, I got out of school in first grade, and I was like, fuck, where is it?
But back then, times were different, though. Times were different.
Shut up,
You know
Dick.
what I mean?
We had child abusers. We had everything, bro. I just got lucky, man. I got lucky, dude. And then, so I remember...
Maybe you didn't, just don't want to talk about it. Huh?
No, I would say it, bro. If somebody played with my fundillo, I would tell you, bro. I would say, hey, someone played with my chiquilin. Fuck that guy. Nah, bro. I got lucky, bro.
I'm gonna start calling my thing a chiquilingui.
The closest I ever got to getting fondled, right? I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
I was 9 or 10 years old, and my mom told our neighbor she was 16 to take care of me.
What?
Yeah.
Wait,
And
the neighbor was 16?
Neighbor was 16, and my mom would tell her, can you watch him? And she had big old chichis, right? And then she would tell me, touch him. I was 10 years old. And I was like, but you don't, that's not abuse, bro. That's like a bonus. I remember I would touch him, and she'd tell me to suck him. So I would suck on her chichis. I was 10 years old, and I was like, fuck. I go like, fuck, this is awesome. That was the closest I came.
I mean, she probably thought you were like, you know, she was probably trying to put you on the right path.
She was, bro. Listen, I can say that lady's name because I remember your name. I remember the street we grew up on, but I don't want to say it because that lady's probably now a grandma. She's right. Yeah. She's got grandkids. She's a mom, so I'm not gonna say her name.
What a nice lady, though,
but
man.
Thank you for those chichotas. I still remember them. They were brown, and they had she had era prieta, and she had her nipples like Hershey's Kisses.
Wow,
I never forgot.
She probably like kickstarted you into, you know, like
no, bro,
who you are today. You're probably who you are because of her.
So yeah, thank you. I'm not gonna say your name. You know who you are. You used to tell me to wrestle with you. You remember?
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro, it was fun, bro. It's fun.
Wow.
Until this, I would never report her. I would never say nothing. I just say, thank you.
For the record, Willie and I talked about what was going to be talked about today for about 3 hours before the first inning. But after all, about 14, 15 pitchers of beer, Willie kind of deviated from the whole strategy.
Bro, it's a long night. We're just getting started.
Hey, I'm just really surprised about the Yankees, though. Like
Why?
the way they've been playing.
How do we go from Chichis to Yankees, bro?
I don't know, man.
I know what you're trying to do, bro. You're trying to smooth this out. No, bro.
I got no problem talking about chichis. All right.
All right, here it is.
But I want to talk baseball. All right?
Okay. No. We're talking baseball. Here it is, bro. So, but this is one of the things I wanted to touch on. That, okay, when I was a young kid, bro, I would walk home. You gotta remember, I was in Bow Heights, first grade, second grade, third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade. So you walk home through State Street, and you walk home through State Street Park, and you would see all these little chicanitos, you know? And they would play baseball, and they had their baseball uniforms. To me, it looked like Major League Baseball, man. And I would just sit there at the gate just watching them. I was like, que suave, you know? And I remember telling my mom, coming home, like, Ama, quiero jugar baseball. And she goes, cállate, güey. Limpia la cocina. You know? Like, I could never fucking play sports because my mom would like, she was like, I just had to stay home and clean, bro, for some reason. Like, ma, quiero jugar baseball. Sí, güey. You know, lava los trastes. That's why I can clean. I always say I can clean better than any woman out there. Any woman out there, trust me, you can't out clean me.
Oh,
I've
shit.
had women wash my dishes and I see them and like, pinche huevona. Like, she don't clean them right because I know how to fucking scrub because my mom would fucking, de vuelta, cabrón. She would make me look at it. So I know how to clean, bro. So I always wanted to play. Never played, bro. As much as I wanted to play. So I asked you.
One thing you said earlier, and this is a thing about Chihuahuenses, and I want to ask the audience here. You said, ama.
Ama.
Ama. We, in Chihuahua, we do that. Ama. Apa.
Apa.
I'm going to ask over there. You probably don't do it. It's usually mama or papa. Ama.
Ama. Yeah, we would say ama. I never said mama. I said ama. And I never said apa because I didn't have one, you fucking asshole. Why you gotta bring up my fucking story?
Because
the whole way? No, we do say ama.
Ama, yeah. Ama.
No. So I'm getting at, so Fabian, I think one of the reasons you and your brothers ended up playing college baseball, or even Little League and all that, because I would beg to play baseball, but my mom wouldn't let me. So me and Ray were talking, and I said, bro, you came as, you're a little mojadito, you know, for the no sabos out there, you're a little immigrant kid. How did tell me about your baseball, bro. Like me, I never got the opportunity you got, but how did you get to play baseball? And how old were you? And tell me about, and I'm sure you saw a park like I did. Mm-hmm. So tell me.
Where I was born, in Chihuahua, La Colonia Industrial.
Oh, bro, you know we're from like literally the same streets, bro. From your grandma, your my abuelita, your grandma's grandma. We're like from the same area, dude.
La Colonia, so everybody was either going to be a boxer or a baseball player. So we played baseball day in, day out. We'd be struggling trying to, the ball, then we'd start trying to tape it, and we'd go ask the man at the owner hardware store at the end of the street who could give us a pieces of tape. And we'd use that ball until, you know what I mean? There was nothing.
Okay.
In Juarez, it was a little closer to El Paso, so we used to be able to go across and play in El Paso for the El Paso Boys Club. And we used to play in a city, in a park called Skidmore Park. And that was 3 blocks from Bowie High School. So when you ask your connections, go, hey, en el segundo barrio. There was a little Skidmore Park right by Bowie High School. That's where we started. We did a lot of our playing. There was a bakery called Bowie Bakery.
Where's that at?
En el segundo barrio. And it's not too far from Bowie High School.
So now we're talking El Paso.
El Paso.
So you started playing baseball in El Paso?
Well, the Juarez had come and picked me up. I remember Mommy said, Ramon, ahí viene el huevo. They called the guy El Huevo. It's this blue Dodge panel truck used to pull up. And I'd run in, then they give me the uniform. I put it on, just no big pants. And then we'd go to El Paso and I'd play. So even since then, they picked me up in Juarez to play in El Paso.
Wow, bro.
You know, whoever was the player of the game, they give you a pie. So my mom...
Like the best player got a pie.
Yeah.
So who hit the home run or the winning hit would get a pie.
So my mom mandó, oye, Ramón, gánate el pastel. Gánate el pastel. So I got... And I play, and sure, here I got the pie. So I come home, but lo que me agüitaba was, hey, I had to take off my uniform. I could never take it home.
Why?
Hombre. I don't know. They
Because
just
you have to leave it in Texas
Yeah.
because they're afraid you might never come back.
Me lo voy a clavear. Ya se claveó. Yeah, so I would give the uniform back, but yeah, we started playing there, and my brother would start working with me on pitching, and then it was so funny. He said, "I'm going to teach you the forkball." The fret. I mean, my fingers hurt. You know. He goes, "Okay, well."
Yeah, because you had to really split your fingers.
Yeah, you had to split your fingers. So he taught me the curveball, taught me the proper way to throw a curveball.
Okay.
And then trying to teach the forkball, started teaching me how to turn the ball over, which is the screwball.
So the fork actually turns into a screwball?
Well, that's what he wanted to teach me, but then say, you know what, let's just do this, move the fingers this way at the end, do this and do this. And at that age, I never really started throwing that until I got to high school, because I pitched throughout little leagues and stuff, and I said, no sense, you know, I'll just throw a curveball and a fastball, and that's through all little league and all that stuff, pony league. I was just a curveball and a fastball.
Okay.
I didn't have a fastball. I didn't have much of a fastball, but I used to
Threw a lot of junk.
a lot of junk, yeah. Yeah, so, but my brother's the one that got me started, because a lot of people have asked me, where did you learn the screwballs? It was my brother Fred.
So finally, okay, we move all the way. Did you? Okay, me, it was a move from Mexico to Boyle Heights.
Mm-hmm.
So was that your move, or did you go to El Paso first, or did you go from
Chihuahua, Juarez, El Chuco.
So how long were you in Chuco Town, El Paso? Man, I love you guys. I love you guys. So how long were you in Chuco Town?
Probably 2 years. Then my dad started moving north to get a job. And we stopped in Las Cruces, and I said, oh, Lord, please don't get a job here. Please don't get a job
In Las
here.
Cruces?
Las Cruces.
You didn't like Las Cruces?
Oh, my
hey,
God.
to all my Las Cruces people out there, he said it, I did it. All right, I love you guys. I know I got fans there. So I love you, Las Cruces, but he didn't want to be. Why didn't you like Las Cruces, bro?
Not in
Why you hating on those people,
not
bro?
No, there was nothing there. Not in 62, 63.
There's still nothing there.
No.
I'm not trying to. Las Cruces, I love you. No. I'm joking.
No, I thought Las Cruces was bad. Then we keep moving northwest. Then we stop in Deming.
I know Deming. Yeah, Deming's like Deming's like 40 minutes up.
Oh my God!
There's talk about nothing. There's I don't know. I think there's 20 people in Deming.
So there's this motel with about 40 units. They're all, one story. And my dad gets a room, and we're gonna live there. See if my dad gets a job. Going, gee. The meantime, he goes, hey, I had my first job. He goes, go over there and help the guy, the very first one, selling kerosene. So he would sit there, and I would pump the thing, and pour out, and people would come with bottles.
Okay.
And my hands hurt like hell, but I said, please don't get a job here either. So God heard me, because he kept moving till we ended up here in L.A.
Wow, bro. So you passed Arizona.
Yeah. And
you passed everything, and you got to Lincoln Heights.
got to Lincoln Heights. Yeah.
Okay, so here I am. So you're a little mojadito, right? Mm-hmm. And you end up in Lincoln Heights, bro. And I know you. Okay, Downey Park, which I know Downey Park. I played basketball there. I suck at basketball, by the way. I was good for like 1 year, but Downey Park is right where Chinatown ends, and if you go down the street,
By the LA River.
Yeah, by the LA River.
On the tracks there, yeah.
Yeah, by the tracks, bro. Tracks. If you go like 1 mile, is it not east, man? Northeast. Then you got Riverside, Frogtown area.
Yeah. If you go up San Fernando Road, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, no disrespect. I don't know the actual names. You know, what's so funny, Fabian, that a lot of areas, because the way I grew up, I don't know the actual names, but I can tell you like the names of
the hood,
the gang names.
Yeah.
I can tell you, but that was Frogtown.
You don't know the name of the community?
I know the name of the community, but I know the name of the cholos, their gangs. how was it? So you're at Downey Park. How did you? How old is little paisita kid? Because it wasn't near your neighborhood. How did you end up at Downey Park?
So we moved to 161 North Avenue 18. And there was only 3 houses. And then the Black Bridge at the tracks. And there was, in front of us was a Morehouse where they made mustard. And then St. Vincent de Paul where they fixed. So there was nothing in my street.
Weren't you by Dogtown, bro?
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the neighborhoods,
Yep.
but I know the Cholo name. Weren't you by Dogtown?
Across the river from Dogtown.
You see,
Yeah.
no, I don't know. I don't know what that area is called, but I yeah.
So I used to come out and get shoe shine. And in the loading docks, they have the ladders to climb into the loading dock. So I used to paint, with the steps, I used to paint a square.
Okay.
And then I sit there and try to measure and throw at the square. I said, no friends, I got nobody here. And then one day I saw some lights.
What were you throwing, rocks?
Baseball.
A baseball?
Yeah, I was throwing
by
a
yourself?
Yeah. Yeah, I was throwing a baseball in there. So when I look over, I see lights. So I walk 2 blocks. And then I said, wow. And I go on Broadway and I'm looking down. I said, there's a playground. So I go down and I was wearing some khakis. Khakis that my brothers handed me down from their ROTC at Bowie.
Wait a minute. Who gave you the khakis?
My brothers. They were in ROTC.
ROTC. Okay, Fabian, do you know what ROTC was in high school?
Never heard of it.
I knew your generation wasn't part of that, man. See, when I was in junior high and high school, bro, the Marines and the Army were part of the high. They would give classes.
You get a curriculum, yeah.
The curriculum, like how you take up mechanics.
They give you actual classes?
They had,
Absolutely.
yeah, they were there.
You wore uniforms.
And they wore and in the class you had to wear your Marine uniform or you had to wear your
You had to dress up to class?
no to that class.
To
To that class, yeah.
That class, you had to look like a Marine or like an Army guy, and they would stand, bro, at attention. They would do, and they would just learn military shit, bro.
Yeah.
And when they graduated, they got a stripe. They got a stripe before they went into the actual thing.
So
this is before, bro. They had that at King, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
It stands for Reserve Officers Training Course.
So, like, when you moved up, would you be like higher ranked than people?
You
Yeah.
got a stripe.
Yeah.
You get one stripe.
After you got out of high school, you would go in with one grade. Yeah.
So you wouldn't be like front lines, basically?
No, everybody goes.
No, everybody.
No, but you get a stripe, mijo.
Yeah.
You get a stripe, bro.
Damn.
So within the ROTC, you had ranks. You had the commanding officers, the colonels, the lieutenant colonels, blah, blah, blah. So my brothers happened to land some khakis from the uniform, so that's what I used to wear.
So you use khakis?
Khakis.
But did you use your khakis as like cholo khakis, bro? Did you starch them?
When you're wearing them, so I starched them.
You eras cholo, güey.
Y luego,
Eras cholo. Nah, fuck that. You start your khakis, bro? Yeah, güey. No te hagas inocente, güey.
So I go
Bro, once you start your khakis, that's it, bro.
I go to Downey Playground. I go, wow. And I go through the tunnel and they're working out and I say, well, they're my age. So there's 2 guys at left field. They're taking batting practice and I go, hey, ¿hablan español? So both of them looked at me and goes, yeah.
So yeah, you starch khakis?
And I'm a starch
Yeah,
khakis.
starch khakis y no hablabas inglés, güey?
Yeah.
God damn, bro.
So I go, hey, I want to play. And they go, are you any good? I go, yeah, I'm pretty good. So you got to talk to that gringo over there.
Did you show up with... Because you didn't have tennis shoes. So did you show up with zapatos?
I had street shoes. And
Zapatos. No, güey. Así le decimos zapatos, güey.
Oye, el segundo calcos.
So did you have fucking zapatos from La Canadá?
Zapatos
You
Canadá.
have from La Canadá.
Zapatos Canadá.
You don't know, hey, you don't know this, Fabian. But if you had shoes from La Canadá, you got money.
Like Canada?
Tenías feria, güey. So you had your zapatos?
Are you saying Canada?
Yeah, it's called Canada. Yeah, but we would say La Canada.
So he goes, what do you want to? I said, I'll play anything. So they put me at short and starts hitting the hell out of the ball.
Somebody's ripping shots at you.
Yeah, Les was hitting it hard. And, I said, man, this is like a living room carpet compared to Juarez, playing over there with rocks and glass.
He had a manicured field.
Yeah.
And they're throwing it, right?
And so this is my tryout, right? And I go, but tell him I want to pitch. He goes,
Where'd you get your glove? You had your own guante?
I brought my glove. Yeah, it was my brother's glove.
Yeah, your brother's glove.
So then he goes, I want to pitch. So I started throwing. And then he goes, you know what? Stop. He says, tell him to come back to the gym tonight at 7 p.m. and bring his tennis shoes.
Okay, you're saying tell him.
Yeah.
So you didn't speak English.
My friends.
So
Rudy,
they were translating.
Rudy.
They would say something and go, mira, güey.
Rudy and Paul.
Dice que vengas, que vengas mañana.
Right.
Y que traigas tus tenis. And you were like, ¿qué?
He told my two best friends now, but at that time was tell him to come back at 7, que vengas a las 7 y que te traigas sus tenis. Chingue su madre, I ain't got no tenis.
Yeah, no tenis.
So I went home at 7, I walked down and they go, where's your tennis shoes? I go, I have no tennis shoes.
Who told you you had no tennis?
Les and the guys that wanted
so you went back without tennis?
Yeah, they wanted to see me pitch. I said, I don't have tennis.
You just had your zapatos.
Yeah, same the only calcos I had. So then, they're Stevie Salas.
By the way, Fabian, calcos are shoes.
Yeah.
All right.
They're
Word of
playing
the Mexican word of the day.
That's some Juarez lingo.
Spanish word of the day.
Spanish word of the day, calcos, bro.
So, guys are playing, and Les goes, hey, Steve, come here. So Stevie walks up. He goes, take off your tennis shoes. He goes,
Steve, by the way.
Steve Salas, yeah.
Steve Salas, by the way, Fabian. When he's talking about Steve Salas, because they're from the same barrio, same neighborhood, Lincoln Heights, Steve Salas is one of the famous Salas brothers from Tierra.
So back then, you guys are just all kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And Tierra, you move fast forward 10, 15 years later, ended up having one of the biggest hits. And they were on American Bandstand, bro. Yeah. Fabian.
Damn.
They were on American Bandstand. One of the first Chicano. I'm sure they weren't the first, but they were one of the first Chicano bands on American Bandstand, bro.
Carnegie Hall.
Carnegie Hall?
Yeah.
The Tierra played Carnegie Hall?
Tierra played in Carnegie Hall, yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so I wear Stevie's tennis shoes, and I.
So Steve is the one that so what, he took off his shoes right there?
Yeah, and then. So I pitched in the gym, and hey, okay, we think you made the team, so it was great. But anyway, Stevie, I'd see him years later, and he would say,
"So you gave him his tennis shoes back?"
Oh yeah.
And then what? You were considered a pitcher?
They put on my shoes. They sent me home. I come back, but there was a group called the Kiwanis, and they would buy me They bought me a pair of shoes.
Who did?
The Kiwanis. It's a Kiwanis International. It's a group like
it's
the Rotary.
And how did they know you needed shoes? Somebody.
Some of the guys there were part of them. So.
Bro.
Yeah.
So crazy, Fabian, that his story with baseball in LA started with one of the guys from Tierra. Yeah. Which was just amazing that. Here's a guy who ended up teaching Fernando the screwball. There was something that you don't know about that I found out. Is they made a movie. HBO made a movie, but there was a movie about the walkouts. Have you ever heard of the walkouts? And okay, there was all the high schools, all the East LA high schools, bro. Only East LA high schools walked out. All the Chicanos, the Mexicans, the Chicanos walked out because of poor education. By the time he got to high school, he was part of the walkouts, bro. Yeah. And they made a movie, man.
Yeah.
It
started in Lincoln High.
It started in Lincoln High School, yeah. Yeah,
so who was the teacher?
Sal Castro.
Sal Castro.
Mr.
You don't know
Castro.
this, but when you guys were little, Sal Castro, his grandson, you guys played against him. There was a kid, his grandson played. You guys, for like 5 years played against him, and Sal Castro was a big time movie that they did.
They would lock the gates for lunch, and we couldn't go anywhere. During what we call nutrition, they would lock the hallways, so we couldn't get to the restrooms.
Why?
Because they said, we would get in there and smoke, and which is a bunch of bullshit. So we said, okay.
So they would keep you guys from using the restroom?
Yeah.
So if you guys had to use the restroom, what would you do?
You were up deep shit. So
Wow.
if you wanted to go out for lunch, you had to bring a note from your parents. So we used to write it out, please allow Ramon Lara to come home for lunch. And she would sign it. Then they started giving us a hard time, saying, nope, she's got to write it. Valió madre, come on, dude. So that was going on, and we'd have lunch, and there was all white food. Nothing was Mexicano. So we, as an 11th grader, I was a baseball player, so I had that popularity and all that, when we're athletes, and I was coming out in the paper, so I ran for president class, and I won class president. So
You were class president at Lincoln?
Yeah,
no
yeah.
mames, way.
yeah, so,
What,
so,
bro?
yeah.
Ray Lara from
So
So check this out.
so you made your posters. You had your buddies.
No,
You're the original vote for Pedro. You're the original vote for Pedro, bro.
So-
vote for Ray.
So Mr. Castro goes, hey, Lara, because, getting the exposure through baseball, I got invited to proms from other schools. So I'll never forget Mr. Castro one day said, Lara, sit down. Yeah, people are going to be inviting you for dinners. He goes, mira, they're going to put you a salad like this. They're going to give you a fork así. And he said, and this is so, Mr. Castro took the time to teach me how to.
Forks for what?
Yeah.
Dude, so you were just fucking slaying as like in high school, and
Well-
but how long did it take for you to learn English?
Well, and I tell
No,
them.
you pick it up from, and correct me if I'm wrong. Once you're here, you pick it up from watching television, and then from the
What
Chicanos
te-
in school.
What
Yeah.
television?
But no,
Oh, you
television?
didn't have a TV, bro?
Man, my dad showed up with a used TV.
There's no
but-
TV, so am I wrong?
But remember the good old channel locks to change the channels,
Yeah. With a vice grip.
Everybody.
Yeah, but you came when you were 7. You came when you were
No,
13.
he was 13.
No. You came when you
I
when you were
was
7.
7.
You came when it was 13. 13,
63.
it would be a lot harder to pick up the
in
language.
63.
Yeah.
So when people say, they talk about Nancy or whatever it's called, the yellow brick road and all that stuff. You know what? I never saw that. And a lot of things that you learn as a 5th and 6th grader, I didn't because I was over there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so when I got here, I got to Lincoln. Lincoln was a senior in junior high school.
Okay.
So I started as a 7th grader. Pero yeah, mojado, but the fight was on,
You got called mojado a lot?
Y tijuanero.
Tijuanero.
Vámonos y déjate caer. Next thing you know.
TJ.
Yeah.
The other one, TJ.
TJ.
Yeah, bro.
Tijuanero.
That's the one I heard. That's the one I heard a lot as a little kid.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, dude. I heard TJ all the time.
Yeah.
Wow, brother. So hey, when the riots happened, when you guys took the bull by the horns, did you see a change? Was there a change
Absolutely.
because of what you guys did?
Yeah. We told the Board of Education, why can't we have any classes about our ancestry? Well, why? So we want to know about our ancestry. It's not important. Move forward. So out of that came Chicano studies.
So from
Yeah. In 68, we started getting into this, they started bringing in bilingual teachers because none of the teachers used to speak.
You know, and thanks to you and what you guys did, I started seeing bilingual teachers in 6th grade and then in junior high. And my high school is very different, bro. There was not one Chicano studies class in at Marshall. When I went to school.
Fabian.
Yeah, no.
There was not.
Well, you know what? I took Chicano studies in
college.
In college, yeah,
but
not in high school, not in high school.
Bro, my school, bro, they were the only ones. They were so deep in whiteness that they refused to embrace anything Latino. And he went to the same high school. Would you agree, bro?
You know, you be sitting there, and okay, how was Christmas? It was good. And what did you have? We had ham. Oh, great. What did you have? We also had ham, and we had turkey. And what did you have? We have tamales. You have what? Tahu? Tamales. To what? And now everyone said what? And now you say nothing. Because shit.
You felt odd.
Yeah, you felt odd because the teacher had no idea what tamales were.
All right.
Okay, and then you would say things, and they'd look at you and say, "Vale madre, you know, where am I? You know, what the hell?" You get bilingual teachers. Oh yeah.
And I bet you some of the Mexican American kids would act like they don't know what it was, right? Just so they wouldn't be thought as different. They're like, I don't know what he's talking about. Tamales.
My own peers, right?
Yeah, I had that happen.
Yeah,
so I told them.
I think I was one of those kids. No, just kidding.
You fucking dick.
What are tamales there, guy?
Fucking biceps over here.
So I would tell them in '63. I tell my buddies, I got here. I didn't know any English. I said, and in '68, cabrones, I was teaching you how to roll your R's so you could say raza instead of raza.
Okay.
I says, and you're all Mexicanos. Whether you like it or not, well, yeah, but we were born here. Yeah, that's the thing. I said, but guess what? No matter where you think you were born, society is going to look at you as a Mexicano whether you like it or not.
Right.
I said,
that's 100, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, brother, I could talk to you forever, but you have this history with the Dodgers, man. I mean, history after history. You've told me about so many ball players that you came up with because of your baseball world, and I'm switching gears here. But there's something that threw me off because we're friends. We're not only friends here, you know, we're friends like when we go to ball games and we're drinking beers, but you told me a story, man, that threw me off, man, because I was telling you, you were really close to Fernando. Obviously, the history with the screwball, with Babo Castillo. But then you told me about Uri. I asked you, I was sad to see that Urias, the pitcher for the Dodgers, Julio Urias. Yeah, obviously everybody's seen the video where he's abusing. Was it his wife or his girlfriend?
I guess it's his wife.
His wife. But anyways, whatever. Then he got kicked out of the Dodgers. And I said, hey, man. I told you, I said, people make mistakes, man. I go, maybe the guy can go to therapy, counseling, maybe change his life. And then I'm here to surprise. I'm surprised to hear that you said, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. And we can cut this off if you want, but you just said he was never a good person.
What I'm gonna say is what I saw in him. However, I can't say anything about because he's got some pending litigation. And I don't want to say something about Julio that might complicate matters for him in the event, you know, because he is going through a lot of shit. Personally, in spring training, there 3, 4, 5 times I saw him afterwards. He didn't recognize me.
He was already a Dodger.
Yeah, and Julio, hey, hey.
What he
And
act like? What he was like? He tried to big league you, what they call, right?
Yeah,
They tried
just like hey, and then we go Fernando. He goes, it's up to him, Ray. Go, that's bullshit. He goes, well, yeah.
Oh, Fernando said that.
Well, I said it's bullshit. Fernando, Fernando was always the diplomat. Fernando,
Fernando was, from what I see, and when I've seen him throughout the years, you've never heard of anything confrontational.
No.
About Fernando. It looked like he was always the guy that would try to find the peace in the situation. No.
Yeah. He wouldn't talk shit about anybody, and whenever they would try to drag him in, writers.
He always had a diplomatic answer.
I don't know him.
So you tell me the story, bro. You tell me what he just wasn't a once he became famous, the fame got to him.
I even told I said when Pepe told him, listen, we told his dad. Pepe told his dad.
Who's Pepe?
Pepe Iniguez, I'm sorry. The guy that does Spanish radio for the Dodgers with Fernando and Mota. Pepe Iniguez.
Okay, I don't know. I thought it was Jaime Harin.
Oh, no, Jaime left a couple of years ago.
Oh, the new guys that took over.
Yeah, I know. Pepe's been there forever. Mota took over Harin. So it's Fernando.
The son, right?
The
son. No. Manny Mota's son.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Manny Mota's son. So it's Fernando, Pepe, and Mota.
Okay.
But Pepe, we were in spring training, and Pepe told Urias' dad, and we're standing there, goes, Mira, if you ever have any problems in Los Angeles, call Ray. So, yeah. So I gave him a card, gave everybody my card. And he said, so he knew exactly who I was. I saw him a few times. Hola, Julio, hey. And then all of a sudden, I don't know whether it's when he started getting involved with his partner, his wife. He changed, everyone changes when you're going through relationships.
I've seen that, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen some throughout my career guys that were humble and just regular, and then they meet a woman, and I've seen the woman take over like, oh, this guy's a rock star now, and you can't talk to him. I'm like, no, he's a regular guy. No, he's a rock star now. I'm like, so is that one of the things that happened with him?
Yeah, I don't know if she, I don't know. Like I say, I have to be careful with what I say.
No, I understand, bro. I've seen people that their feet can't touch the ground, brother.
Yeah.
And so that's sad, man. That's sad that when you tell me this about him and that because in LA, he was getting like the love that Los Angeles was giving to Urias was close, bro. Yeah. Close to the love. I'm not saying exactly.
Fernando, yeah, right.
Close to Fernando.
Right.
They were Los Angeles was starting to have this love for Urias,
Yeah.
So it's sad to hear that.
That in his defense, he went through a lot. Having growing up with.
I didn't know. You told me the story that I didn't know that he had surgery in his eye. His eye was closed and
a number of surgeries.
A number of surgeries. So originally, when he was looked at, his eye was closed.
Almost shut.
Almost shut.
Yeah. So
who paid for these surgeries?
The Dodgers.
Yeah. So that's good. Isn't that crazy, Fabian? That this guy would. That his eye was almost closed, and
so they started. So they got it to the point, and so they did a number of surgeries to get his eye. They said it might be for his own safety, 110-mile comebacker.
Yeah, he won't be able to react.
Won't be able to react, or his perception might be off. Yeah. So.
Wow.
But I hope the best for the guy. you know, was
So he's still in litigation, right? All that stuff with your Urias is still in litigation.
oh yeah, there's still a lot going on there. Yeah,
Wow, brother.
yeah. So
Well, listen, you and I, man, we talked a lot about life. We talked a lot about baseball, your childhood. One thing that I'm very, very proud of, bro, is your kids.
oh my boy Ray.
Your boy Ray, bro.
Yeah.
So your boy, man, for you out there, you know, I know there's a lot of people that are anti-cop. Man, I've never hidden from this. I'm pro-cop. I've had a few cops here, Ray, that I interviewed, you know, and yes, there's bad cops. Fuck them. You know, whatever they do, anything dirty, when they get, you know, if they're bad cops, they're bad apples. Fuck them. But I am, for the most part, bro, pro-cop. You know, and I met your son, and I'm proud. So here's this paisa like you gets here at 13 years old, and bro, your son not only is a police officer, but he's a lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
The police department, and a gentleman, bro. And me and Fabian had the chance to meet him. Doesn't act cocky. Doesn't act like Mr. fucking RoboCop. Doesn't act like he's like Mr. fucking.
Let me share something. But he went to All Souls, and
What's
All Souls, the school right here on Main in Alhambra.
is that a private school?
Yeah, private Catholic.
Because I never
school.
heard of it. It's got to be private if I haven't heard of it.
No. In fact, the same school where little Allison Child, the little girl that ran away from that made all the headlines a few months ago.
Oh,
The
I don't
missing
know.
15-year-old. You don't remember that?
No, brother.
Yeah. So anyway, she goes to that school, but so Ray graduates from there, and all the
Ray Jr.
Ray Jr. Yeah. So my buddies held their kids back 1 year. I said, why? He goes, for development or bullshit, you know. So Ray went to St. Francis,
La Cañada.
La Cañada.
Yeah.
So he shows up to St. Francis, and very few Mexicanos.
No, I know, bro.
Yeah, so he's there, and probably 4 months into the school year, he tells Maria, he goes, hey, Mom, make me burritos for lunch.
This
Says, "Huh?"
is at St. Francis.
And she goes, okay. He goes, make me extra burritos.
Uh-huh.
She goes, ¿por qué, Ray? No, Mom, hazme burritos. So all of a sudden, he started taking burritos to St. Francis. Because I guess they started, a couple of, big old white boys started probably messing with him. He wanted to prove a point.
Okay.
So I started bringing burritos, and there was a few little altercations, but he always took care of business. So the following year, when all his class arrives, the ones that went to St. Francis, by the way, Fernando's kids went to St. Francis.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I went to St.
Yeah,
Francis.
When we talked about it, go, Fernie boy, I sent my boy to St. Francis. So then Mota's kid went. So a lot of those. So yeah, but my boy went to St. Francis. He said, Dad, they're not going to make fun of what I eat. So we made up. We was eating burritos every single day. Yeah.
So your son made it a point to eat burritos in spite of them, of the rich, because that's a rich community.
Oh man,
it's I would say it's equivalent or even a little bit maybe higher level of like San Marino, right?
Yeah.
Like San Marino, La Cañada is. So he went up there and said, "Fuck that! I'm taking my burritos."
That's where Otani bought his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
He's in La Cañada?
Yeah.
Do you know his address? I'll go stalk his ass.
No, but everyone else does, obviously, because you have security all over his house. Yeah. So Ray went to St. Francis, and one day he comes up to me over here with part of the audience. He goes, hey, Dad, senior, I think you're kind of depriving me of my ability to growing laughing. ¿De qué estás hablando, Ray? Can I transfer? I go, from where? Well, from St. Francis to where? He goes, Wilson. I go, estás loco.
He wanted to go to Wilson?
He wanted to leave
He wanted to
St.
go in the
Francis
hood?
and go to Wilson.
He wanted, bro, you want to go to the hood?
And I go,
Who the
okay.
fuck does that?
Come on, bro. That's
Fuck you want
where
to
champions
go
are
to?
born, bro. Wilson, come on.
So
How
check
the
this
hell
Let him
you
go,
go?
bro. Come on.
How the hell do you go? How the hell do you go from a great school to the?
But
That's
I
where
found,
champions are born.
but I found out why. I go, mijo, okay. Look, dude, you can still stay at St. Francis and see that chick at Wilson, because I know it's over a girl. I know it. Come on. Oh, Dad. No. Don't worry. Stay at St. Francis.
You pushed them, bro.
You're doing
You kept
great.
pushing them.
You're doing great. I'm not about to put and send you to Wilson, mijo. I said,
No.
I'll still, you know.
Yeah. I'll back you up. Everything.
Yeah.
You got. You know what? You're. You know. I understand what you did, and I understand why you did it, because you wanted your son to be challenged, man. And even though it's painful, it's painful to see your kids want to quit at something.
Yeah.
But you're like, even though you know that they're gonna struggle, right?
Yeah.
Right, bro?
Yeah, of
At
course,
the
yeah.
end, they're like, all right, that was a good move.
So now I tell them, mijo, you're doing great. See, every Friday you have to wear a tie.
Yeah, I know. I see those kids.
Every Friday they go to school with a tie and they have to go to church. And I go, see, I guess it was good, Dad. I go, yeah, it's discipline, vato.
Have you heard that story about a father and son? I heard the story, bro. This goes, when your son's like 8, 10 years old, man, my dad's a fucking idiot, When your son's like 13, 15, oh, my dad's a fucking moron. When your son's like 18, 19, fucking, my dad's a fucking retard, right? And then when your son's like, and then 2024, hey, he's not that stupid. And then when your son's like fucking 30, 35, that guy's pretty smart. And when your son's 40, 50, fucker was genius. Have you heard that one, bro?
Yeah.
Man, listen, brother, it was an honor for me to have you, bro. I know there's so many things you could do. So many things you could do besides being on my little podcast here, bro, with Fabian and I. Hey, bro, where can they find me and what shows do I have coming up?
November 2nd, you're gonna be at Odessa, Texas, at the 87th Lounge.
Odessa this Saturday, man. I'm looking forward to hanging out in the Odessa, Texas, man. I don't know whether to call you guys a city or a town, but Town City. I look forward to seeing you guys Saturday, man.
Then November 9th, you're gonna be at Lake Elsinore, California, at the
Lake Elsinore. I'll be there with Paul Rodriguez.
It's at the baseball stadium,
The
Lake
baseball-
Elsinore
you
Diamond
can-
Stadium.
Hey, I'm inviting you, bro.
Okay, thank you.
I'm inviting you.
I'll be there.
Paul Rodriguez will be there.
Okay.
Me and Paul and Jay Moore, who is married to Jenny Buss, the lady who owns the Lakers.
Right. Okay.
So it's Jay Moore, Paul, and I.
And then November 22nd, 23rd, Fresno, California, at the Full Circle Brewing Company.
Fresno. I look forward to see everybody in Fresno, man. Mad love to all my people in Fresno, California, man.
December 8th, Torrance, California.
Torrance? I'm in Torrance?
Yeah, you never been at Torrance, huh?
No, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So Torrance, California, at the End Lounge. So
All right.
8 p.m. one show.
Torrance.
December 13th, Flagstaff, Arizona.
Hey, I'll go to that one.
Flagstaff.
No, hey, we're going.
We're gonna go. I'm gonna ski. I'm gonna go skiing.
Snow.
It's snowing there. That Flagstaff, that's a ski resort,
Very
bro.
cold.
That's a ski state, bro.
Very cold.
I'm gonna go tear up those bunny slopes.
Yeah, fucking right. All right. December 14th, Tucson, Arizona, Bumsteads.
Tucson.
And Tucson.
Tucson. I love you guys.
And then December 27th through 31st through the end of the year.
through the yeah.
Through New
yeah.
Year's, you're gonna be
I'm back in L.A.
Covina,
in
California.
Covina,
Oh,
Laugh Factory.
the Laugh Factory. You know, and you're gonna hang around, bro? You're gonna be out there in Covina with me?
Hell yeah, I'll be out there. I'll be out there.
How was
Varsity Vic, are you gonna go up on stage, or are you gonna fucking chicken out again?
No, I'm ready.
Hey,
I got some new material for everybody.
What new material, bro? You always
Go
chicken
see
out.
me.
Wait it, bro. He says
Go see
hey,
me,
Fabian.
bro. Got
He
new
says I
material.
pick on him. Has
this
he
guy,
ever
dude.
gone on stage with material, bro? Has he ever done it?
Bellflower. Talk about Bellflower. Shut
Okay,
up, bro.
talk about that, bro.